Hi, everyone. As Miriam introduced me, I'm Valandria. So we just wanted to go over some information tonight about the youth project that we want to do with all of the youth ministers. Okay, so the goal, we know this past year has been a difficult time for a lot of different communities and a lot of different families due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So we wanted to have this program so we can have these teach others about COVID-19, their peers, and share knowledge with their peers. Also, too, we wanted to give them the opportunity to express themselves creatively and show different ways that they can share information through social media. I know there's a lot of different social media out there, memes, TikToks. So we wanted to give them a way to use what they're used to using every day, but being able to share information and educate their community and peers. And then in this process, we know it's important to get credible sources to learn more about COVID-19. So what we would like the students to include in their project are some of these questions. So what is COVID-19? How does it spread and how we can protect ourselves? What is the COVID-19 vaccine? Why is it important to get it? And information about the Delta variant and how the COVID-19 vaccine can protect us. So timeline, so we're having the meeting tonight to introduce the youth project. We wanted to do a Midway check-in with trivia night and games in November, and then do a final project presentation and prizes in December. And just a few steps. So finding repeatable sources that are credible, to collect the information and not sharing information unless we know it's correct. I think is really important. And I think we have some examples, but like Centers for Disease Control, Mayo Clinic, Mayo. So these are some questions that we can have the students ask themselves with the help of the youth minister. Like what's the source of the information? Who's the author? Where did it come from? What's the purpose? How do you feel reading or watching the information? And we also are gonna give some like websites where the students will be able to get some information to be able to create their project.
Yeah, so the second step that we're gonna have is this is gonna be the part where the students have a chance to get creative and show different avenues of how they wanna share the research that they've collected. So we've put together some examples. One could be in the form of poetry. If the students decide to do poetry, we would like one stanza for each question that we're asking. They have the option of also doing social media posts like TikToks, so they can make a series of videos answering each question. They can use Instagram, and in Instagram, they can make infographics or images explaining and answering each question. They can also do artworks or paintings. This can include both digital or non-digital artworks to represent what they've learned and explain the information that they were asked to research. And then they can also do a PowerPoint or a poster where they have one slide at least dedicated to answering each one of the questions. And then finally, they can do a song where at least one verse for each question is being answered. So then the third step would be to prepare for our Midway check-in. Like Landria mentioned, in November, we want to do a Midway check-in point for the students to ask questions if they come across any challenges, or if they even want to, change their idea, or, they have an idea that they want to reach out to us about. This is a great opportunity for them to, ask questions. And then we also wanted to do a trivia night where we can ask them questions about COVID to see what they've learned. And with the trivia night, we have 3 videos that we will share. We're going to send this PowerPoint to Bridget, and she can send it out to everyone. so that way they'll have access to these 3 videos, and the trivia questions are going to come from these 3 videos, just to, you know, have a fun game to share what the students have learned. And then the final step of the project will be to film a video of each group of students sharing their projects. So this is another opportunity for them to get creative. So for example, if they did poetry, the video would be a video of them reciting the poetry. If it's artwork, there can be a video of them presenting their artwork and explaining why they like their artwork or why they chose their artwork that way. And that way, it will also give us an opportunity for SNMA to look over these video submissions and then be able to hand out different prizes. So these prizes are going to be like most out of the box, most informative, most artistic. And that way we can just give out prizes during this final session with the students.